I remember when I told my mom I was gonna be a DJ, and she was like, "You're gonna do what? Like you're gonna DJ?" Like she's like, "All right, cool, but like, what are you gonna do for work?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna DJ."
Welcome to LL on the Rise. This is all about people who are chasing their dreams. And today I'm with the DJ who is making moves. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, yes. I go by the name of DJ RichKidd. From New York. Been DJing for about 10 years, Hot 97, a whole bunch of other long list of stuff. But yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course, man. I was excited to do this.
Yeah, I'm super excited too, bro.
Cool, man. So jumping right into it, being a DJ, it involves you playing music at events, and sometimes the event is actually a hip hop show
hmm
featuring local hip hop artists, and
hmm
you have to play their music while they perform. Is there
hmm
anything that bothers you when it comes to local hip hop artists? Is there something you see them doing where you're like, man, why they keep doing that?
I would say from like a DJ standpoint, is probably not having their music prepared in the right way, like either on a flash drive or like emailed in like one email. Like I've gotten a few when I used to do shows like that. It would be like 50 different emails of 50 different songs and like no order. They'll just get there and be like, oh yeah, play this like this. Like, like a DJ, you want to make the DJ's job a little easier. So you kind of want to just have like, your set list ready, the songs ready, and like whatever you're gonna play, and keep it like that. So I feel like that's probably one tip that I would give. Other than that, it's just like if you're performing at a show, just have fun. Like I would just say that, engage the crowd, like do your thing.
Yeah, man, definitely have fun with the show and what you were saying
hmm
before, organization. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like, bro, they just announced you're coming up on stage and you're like, you're trying to figure it out in like fucking 5 seconds. It doesn't work like that.
yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, and then you'll probably get on the DJ's nerves so much. So you
Oh
know,
yeah.
try not to do that.
A couple of years ago, I was at Earwax Sessions and I actually saw you DJ at one of their events.
hmm Wow,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah.
I
I don't
didn't
know if
know that.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but I saw this kid go up and he played like he was singing like all this pop music. And then
hmm
right when he was done, you started playing the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I
What
remember that.
Yeah, what's funny is that was me.
No way.
That I was that
That's
kid.
crazy.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think you should know. Yes, I look at you and lose my mind. Yes. Thank you, Earwax, so much. I appreciate the love. Thank you.
Check the cameraman. Check the cameraman.
I felt like it just went together. Like it's weird because like you can't just go from someone performing, music like that and then going to like let's say Pop Smoke wasn't around then, but like to play a Pop Smoke record. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
some
saying?
some hard trap shit.
Yeah, like it just doesn't mesh well together. So like in my brain, it's like, all right, let me play, a song that's like close to that genre and that's popular that people know, and just kind of keep them going.
Yeah,
So
and you
that
were
was
quick.
dope.
You were quick with it too. There was no hesitation.
Yeah, I'm usually pretty quick with it. I'm usually thinking while stuff is going on. So
Oh yeah.
wow, that's so funny.
Yeah, man. That was 2018.
Wow,
Yeah, dude.
wow, that was a long time ago.
Time fucking flies.
Yeesh, it flies, bro. It flies.
So anyway, you I personally saw you DJing at the Earwax showcases that they have. With your experience with like being in the Long Island scene, is there anything you feel like the music scene is lacking?
Um, I wouldn't say lacking, because like I feel like Long Island gets left out a lot of like the New York City talk. It's usually like the boroughs. Like everybody's like, oh, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, things like that. I feel like if people from Long Island kind of came, because I feel like Long Island people stay in Long Island. They really don't. I don't see too many venture out to these places. Like I don't bump into artists from Long Island and, the boroughs that often, if rarely. So I feel like maybe if they expanded and came out a little more to the boroughs, they might, get that recognition because there's like tons of dope artists in Long Island. Like, I, there's a lot. Passport General, that's who I was trying to say earlier, is like one of the dopest artists I know from Long Island. So, yeah, little shout out right there.
Yo, shout out to Passport, man. He's doing big things.
Yeah. It's my guy.
But that's a good point that you said, like people got to venture out. And I don't know why, like you're right. Like the artists are so comfortable staying there and there's a big fucking world out there.
Like it's like they could do shows all through Long Island and the shows could be big in Long Island, but then like they don't come and like bring that energy to the city. Like I said, I probably can't even name one time I bumped into an artist from Long Island. Yeah, I don't think ever, so it's crazy.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. So, we're talking about Long Island artists. Now I want to start talking about Long Island DJs. So DJing has become like really popular now. So there is a lot of people DJing. There's a lot of competition. So what makes you stand out? Why should people book you to DJ their event?
Like me personally?
Yeah. What makes you stand out?
What makes me stand out? That's a good question. I feel like I bring a different type of vibe to the event. So like how you said I played Backstreet Boys, that's something I would normally do anywhere. Like I go to some parties and I play like 1,000 miles randomly in something like 1,000, that song.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll play that and then go and play like the next hit record. So like I'll have a lot of fun in parties and do different things and kind of, introduce people to, new music and different genres and different type of playing. And like when I'm on the mic, a lot of times I'll make fun of people too. Like if I see something funny like on the dance floor, like I'll make fun of it and kind of get people to laugh and engage and kind of entertain them. So I feel like that's something different that I bring to the table that people should book me. You should just book me because I'm great too.
Hey. So that's pretty interesting that you say that, how you said like the 1,000 Miles song, but then you go some like the hot trap song that's out. And do you feel like that's risky? Because my coworker is a DJ, and when he has an event, he kind of wants to play what the demographic is. Do you feel like that's risky? Going from like a pop thing to like a trap song, or you just like, I don't give a fuck, I just do what I do?
Well, it depends because absolutely, definitely play for the demographic that you have in front of you. And I feel like a lot of DJs don't do that. A lot of DJs do play for themselves. But I feel like I've been doing it for such a long time that I could take those risks. It's not really a risk. It's like more of a calculated risk because I know that this is a song that people are going to react to no matter who you are. Everyone knows that song. You know what I'm saying? And then if I go to the next, biggest song, like maybe it won't be a trap song, but it could be anything. Like the next biggest song I think is out that I'll play, it's gonna be something that people are familiar with and people are gonna know. I'm not just gonna play some random Joe Schmo from down the block after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a calculated kind of thing that I do. So really, I try and play for the people, but also try to introduce new things. So it's not just the same boring. Okay, we play this, then we play this. Like that.
No, that's a really good tip. It's just as long as it's known, it should work.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of like the key. It's like you can really play anything in between two hot records. So like let's say I wanted to play like a new artist music, I would play a super hot record, mix his record in between, then play another super hot record. So people kind of wouldn't even notice that I just introduced something new. They would just kind of be going with the flow. And if it's a really good record, like new record, they'll probably be like, oh, wait, what's this? You know what I'm saying? And then if it's not a record that people like, they kind of like forget about it and like, oh, here's the next new song, next, hot song. So that's kind of like the little key to it.
Bro, you dropping gems left and right, man.
Yeah, this is all stuff that I've learned from like older DJs too, and I just kind of just used it as well. So
Yeah, I'm glad you're sharing the wisdom, man, because I really hope like someone who wants to be a DJ, maybe a beginner DJ, can watch this and they're taking
Yeah.
fucking notes right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely.
Being a DJ, you go to the venue, you set up your equipment, people start
Hmm.
coming in, and they
Hmm.
want to have a good time, and that's your job. How
Yeah.
do you make sure that the event is lit?
Um, it's so funny, like I like hearing these questions now because like I feel like I've been doing it so long, but there's still like those times in the beginning of an event where I'll still get like little like little butterflies and be like, because it's kind of weird to like if you think about starting a party, you have people walking into a space like that are ready to party, but you just have to figure out how to get them to that place because it's very awkward. I don't know if you've ever been to like a party in like the very, very beginning where it's like
Oh yeah.
three people and the DJ and you're just all like, well, we're here. So um it's the same thing. I just feel like playing stuff that's familiar to people, especially in the beginning, that is gonna work. Now I'm not saying this is where a lot of beginner DJs get it wrong, is they'll play the newest hit record at the beginning of the party. I'm not saying that. It's like kind of doing your due diligence and building up your library and having, maybe older records or records that aren't heard as often but are still kind of, you know, get people excited. It's kind of like starting off with stuff like that and just building. A party's
Hmm.
just a build up. It's like you got to get the people from flatline to like up there. So it's just all about building it.
I want to touch on your Instagram.
Okay.
I've seen a photo of you. Your caption said, "Enjoy life, drink water."
That was cool, right? Wasn't that was
that
on point?
that was the universe working.
That was.
What made you write that caption?
um I don't know. I come up with like stupid captions all the time because I never know like what to really put. And that was just one that like came to me and I was like, you know what? Life is short. You gotta enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's way too short to not enjoy it. And like drinking water is essential. So, enjoy life, drink water, That's how they came about, literally. It was just like, little stupid stuff I do.
When are we getting the t-shirts made?
That
These
you
was
know what? You know what? We might have to go 50-50 on that because it definitely was your idea. We'll have to drop those soon.
Yo, appreciate you for that 50-50 partnership.
Oh, of course, of course. You gotta share the wealth, man. It's all about sharing.
Oh yeah. So I've seen another post and it was a picture with you and your mom. It was a shout out for Mother's Day. And
Mm,
you wrote a paragraph for her, but one thing that stood out, you said she's a superhero in my eyes.
definitely. My mom is definitely a superhero. First of all, my mom is a principal. So she's probably a superhero to like tons of kids. Like she's been a principal for like 15 years. And she's like led me down a path of like just greatness, just like teaching me things throughout my life, setting me up for, just to win. Like, and it's so funny because like I remember when I told my mom I was gonna be a DJ, and she was like, You're gonna do what? Like you're gonna DJ? Like she's like, all right, cool, but like what are you gonna do for work? And I'm like, I'm gonna DJ, like that's gonna be my job. So I remember her kind of being a little hesitant about it, but like, whenever I had like down days or whatever, she would just, kind of pick me up and tell me like, you know, she always said that I'm like a type of person that no matter what happens, I just keep rolling with the punches. And she kind of always encourages me to roll with the punches no matter what happens. So, she's definitely an important person in my life. So shouts to my mom.
That's a big fact, man, rolling with the
Yeah.
punches because everybody's journey, artist, DJ, singer, rapper, whatever, it is not a fucking easy road.
Oh no,
It is
not at
not.
all. Not it looks easy, but it's not. It's not at all. Not even a little bit. But
Yeah,
Instagram
man.
will fool you.
Another thing I seen on your Instagram that you DJ'd live on Hot 97.
Hmm. Yeah.
That is super impressive. How did you get that opportunity?
Cool. So yeah, I've been on 197 for about 3 years as like a guest mixer, and I usually do like all the holidays and stuff like that, and like over the summer. And that happened first I used to be the opening DJ for Funk Master Flex. So that
Get
kind
the
of
fuck
opened,
out.
yeah, that kind of opened the door for me to kind of meet, you know, the other DJs at Hot 97. And I met DJ Enough, and at the time they were like looking for DJs to put on. And I had a conversation with him, and DJ Sage is another DJ who actually helped me get on too. She was on Hot 97 as well. We kind of got on at the same time. And yeah, Enough was like, all right, we'll try you out. Like, send me a mix. I sent him a mix, and ever since then, I've been on for like the past like 3.5 years.
That's amazing. You got multiple opportunities to do that, man. Congratulations
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. When I saw that on your Instagram, I was like, yo, I feel like this is like every fucking DJ's goal to like, you
Yeah,
know, one of the biggest hip hop radio stations in New York. Like,
and
that's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. It's definitely. I remember the first time I got the opportunity to DJ in that booth, and it's like legends have been in that DJ booth, you know? So it's like I was nervous as hell. And I was excited because I'm like literally like people that I idolized DJ'd in that booth. And it was just like, wow, I'm here, you know? I was on at like the crack of dawn, but like I didn't care. Like, you know, I didn't even care if anybody was listening, but I was like, wow, I'm here. I made it, you know? So it's definitely dope. It's still sometimes I'm like, wow, I'm really like I'm on the radio. Like, it's wild.
DJ RichKidd, that's a cool name. How'd you come up with that?
Wow. It's really not that deep of a story. It's just like the caption. I used to go by another name. It was DJ Blaze, terrible name. I'm so glad I got rid of it. But there was another DJ named Carl Blaze that passed away. So I felt like I couldn't be DJ Blaze because he passed away. So I was like, what could I name myself? I was like, well, Rich Kid kind of sounds cool. So that's dope. So I kind of named myself that. And then there was this quote in the store, and the quote was, "Wealth is of the heart and mind and not of the pocket." So I kind of felt like, all right, I could be Rich Kid, but it doesn't mean I have to be like rich with money. Like, I could be rich, you know, with life, or, you know, with other things. So I kind of, you know, stuck with it. And to this day, DJ Rich Kid.
Bro, you said the background story was not interesting. That was fucking interesting.
Yeah.
That was an amazing quote, bro. That just changed my life.
Yeah. It's a Pharrell quote, actually. It was in his store, the BBC store. And that quote, it used to go up the stairs, and it used to be right there in the stairs. And I remember looking at it, and I was like, yo, that's dope. Like, you know? So that's how Rich Kid came about, though.
I wish you good luck this year, man. You're making moves, and I feel like some good things are coming.
Thank you. You too, bro. I hope everything is great for you this year too. And everybody that checks out this video, I hope you have a great year. You know?
Yeah, same here. And thank you to the people who are tuned in. Thank you watching all the way to
Absolutely.
the end. It means the world to both of us.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
So this has been really fun, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yo,
And
thank you for having me. Like, and it's so funny that you said that you were the kid that played all those songs. Like, I'm like, wow,
yeah.
that's so crazy. Like,
yeah, it all that's how you like came on my radar, because I was like, yo, who was that DJ that night? And then I found you with the Earwax post because they tagged the people, and then I was like, oh, yo, DJ RichKidd, that's fucking sweet. And then till that day I followed you.
wow, that's dope. That's so dope. Yeah, because I know I've seen the page like a bunch of times, and I'm like, all right, cool. This is like, you know, a dope page, like shouting people out, doing interviews and stuff. You know, I pay attention, but you know, I was like, all right, cool. I didn't never know who ran the page, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, this is dope.
Surprise.
Yeah.
So this has been really fun, man. I appreciate you joining me. And before we wrap things up, just let everybody know where they can follow you.
Follow me on Instagram. It's DJ RichKidd on Instagram, on Twitter, Facebook. I'm gonna be dropping some merch soon. I dropped merch during the pandemic, and I haven't dropped anything since. So definitely gonna be you know, revamping some merch coming out. So you guys can check that out. I have a website, djrichkid.com. You can check out. And yeah, come check me out at one of my parties, you know. Everyone's welcome always, you know.
Definitely follow the gram, go to the event.
Sure.
And I appreciate you coming out and joining me, man. This was really fun.
Nah, thank you, bro. I really appreciate it.